Good morning. It is Wednesday, September 24th. Getting ready to trade at 4 a.m. Running slightly behind schedule today, so I don't have a lot of stocks marked out. Just kind of going through the after hours scanner right now, seeing what we have. SFHS had a nice move last night. However, it's kind of expensive. Probably watch XBond. 200's a decent ways away. CYCN pulled back a little more than I liked. And I'll probably watch AQMS and BBGI, even though, no, maybe not BBGI. All right, and here we go. All right, not seeing much right now. See XPON moving. I'm not crazy about this one. Industrial stock, I don't see the exact news on it. So let's see what else we got. LAC, way too large to float. YAS, too cheap. Thought about jumping in CYCN for a break of 5, but I'm not sure this one's going to go. Glad I didn't. It's got like a 40-cent pullback. Okay. So plan is right now, watch the scanners, see what's leading, the leading gainer so far this morning. And try to get in for a pullback or a nice setup. Not seeing a lot so far. SHFS. You have kind of some descending resistance right here. Again, though, it's more expensive, so I'll probably leave that one alone. LAC, too large of a float. YAS, too cheap. You got XPON. CYCN having a pretty dramatic pullback there. Hit a high of 505 and then rejected pretty hard. So glad we stayed away from that one. AQMS. Should have jumped in that one sooner. Let's see if we can get a pullback. I'm a little hesitant to jump in AQMS. I feel like the move was right here, kind of that squeeze from 5 to 9. I pulled it up just as it started going, so I didn't have time to really set myself and jump in at a proper location. So unfortunately, I think we missed that one. Gave a nice move though. If you could have got in for like the break of 6, you see there's a slight pullback right there on this candle on the 5 second. Jump in as it dipped down and then as it pushed higher. All right, let's see what else we have. My throat is a little sore this morning, so if it sounds like I'm slurring my words or something like that, it's probably because I am, because it hurts to talk. So try to talk through what I can, but I apologize if it's incoherent. So I'm still watching X-Spawn and CYCN. I have AQMS still up. So AQMS, first 1 minute candle, make a new high right there over 826. Looks like it's hitting the view app, running into some resistance. Trying to push through. And now a false breakout on that first 1 minute candle to make a new high. I didn't like that setup to begin with. It pulled back a little too much. You can see it on the 5 minute. Shot way up here to 1050. Pulled all the way back down to almost 7. Said maybe wait for the next 5 minute candle to make a new high at 410, but we'll see what it looks like in a few minutes. Not seeing anything else right now, so I think just wait at this point, see if anything else pops up on the scanner. If not, see if we can get a nice little 5 minute setup on something. I would still consider that 5 minute setup on AQMS. Probably not on CYCN. It's pulling back too much. X-Spawn. Potentially the next 5 minute candle to break a high of 202. I don't like this first 5 minute candle. The extension, the range, and then the huge topping tail. So I think right now it's really watching the first 5 minute candle to make a new high on AQMS. Unless something else pops up on the scanner. You see an HSHFS, we drew that descending resistance line. I tried shooting above it right there, but then fell back below. So probably stay away from that one. AQMS has about a 1.1 million share float. It's a Reno, Nevada stock. Recycling of metals. Okay. Just a change of beneficial ownership is the news this morning. So the high of this 5-minute candle is 871. Could look for the next 5-minute candle to break the high of that. I'm not in love with this stock just because it is a bit more expensive at this point, but you could get in for a break at 871. Set your stop at VWAP, which is 843. And it's going early. I'll try 100 shares right there. Only got filled 57. I was trying to cancel that order, but my cancel hotkey wasn't working. So 57 shares at 9. I'm going to cut that. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't get filled. I don't know why that hotkey isn't working. You can see I had the buy order out there for a few seconds. I realized it wasn't filling and it had already moved higher, so I tried canceling. Okay, I think the issue is... So Control Q is my cancel hotkey. I think if I hit Q before Control, it starts trying to fill out the ticker field. So I almost think that's what I'm doing. I need to make sure I hit Control first. I think I try to hit it so quickly that sometimes I hit the Q too fast. Let's go back to CYCN. CYCN, Massachusetts stock, therapeutic company. Xpon looks like it wants to curl back higher. Given that this is under $2 though, I'm a little concerned that the level 2 is going to be crowded, which means it's not going to move that quickly. So that makes me kind of hesitant on this one. AQMS, nice little breakout there. I kind of thought when I sold right there that it was probably going to curl back up and go higher, but the right move is to just cut that. I mean, that was a 84-cent loss. It's pretty significant. And it happened in an instant, basically within 10 seconds. You can see on the 5-second chart. So unfortunate, but the right move was to cut it. It could have just rolled over, gone all the way back down to like 5. So it's all right. We'll get the next one. AQMS does look like it wants to break through 10. You can see my day P&L. Oh, it did show 500. It just changed to 42. 42 is right. It wasn't down 500. That'd be a very bad way to start the day. AQMS, nice little pop there. So that 5-minute setup ended up working. I just got chopped out of it too early. Get in for the break of 896, and this thing went all the way up to 1078. It's pretty good, almost $2 a share if you would have stayed in it and got out toward the top. I just had the right idea, the wrong timing. Unfortunately, that one red 5-minute or red 1-minute candle stopped me out, but that's okay. I think the best thing that happened there was I only got a partial fill, 57 shares. There really isn't much else to work with here. BBGI has a nice float, but it has no volume. There's no pattern, so you can't trade that. It's also lower down on the gap scanner. CLCO, no volume this morning. Float's a little higher. Price is a little higher. VEEE, good float, good price. No volume though. It's only about 30 cents from the 200 EMA on the daily, so it doesn't have that much room to move before it could hit that. CYCN popping up and then dropping, popping up, dropping. I don't see anything to work with there. XSpawn. It is kind of moving upward. Not as quickly as I'd like to see. However, you can see the level 2. It's already crowded. I mean, you have over 20,000 shares at $1.97. And that's what I was afraid of with this one being under $2. I don't want to fight for gains today. And I think with these more thickly traded or thickly populated level 2 stocks, you're just going to get in and have to wait for it to grind. And then if your timing's off, you could be in it for 5-10 minutes to gain 10 cents, and then in an instant it'll drop 20 cents. And it's just not worth it. That exposure risk isn't worth it. There'll be something better quality that shows up. LAC float too high. YAAS too cheap. AQMS float's good. 200's good. It's really just, it's a little higher priced. Again, the best move on this was right here at 403. I pulled it up right when it started going. I couldn't really get my feet set on it, which was unfortunate, but that's all right. There's always another one. And then SHFS, it's just kind of rolling over, backside of the move. So I think right now I'm going to call it, get out of here, try to be back I might get back a little early, maybe like 6:15, sit down, see what I can get up until about 7:15. Um, Yesterday was a little slower. We had, I forget the stock. We had a stock at 4 a.m. that gave a nice move. And then I think you had GLTO and SSKN and FLD that had like 3 nice moves, one per stock. They were spread out between 7 and probably 10. Where I'm going with that is like it was kind of slow yesterday. There wasn't a lot to work with. And I'm afraid that might be the case for today too, especially given the gap scanner this morning. There's really not much to work with, but we'll see. Maybe something can have breaking news at 7:30. We'll go from there. All right. Good luck, everyone.